Hi and welcome to my channel. So today I'm back working with the June Citrus Twist kits and I'm bringing you my last project life spread for January. So I've finally reached the end of the month, which is good going for me. I have done a little bit of prep before I turned the camera on, which was getting my 4x6 papers all ready, and they are down the right hand side. I think some of those may also be from the July kit, so a few things did get muddled up. And I'm working with the 3 4x6, and then I'm working with a 6x12 as well, as this is the back of my last spread. So the little strip of photos I have mounted on some paper, so they have got a little bit of an edge, and I have tacked down the letters saying shoulder riding with a little bit of glue on the left hand side as well, but you will see later I will stitch through those. So the first thing I'm doing this time is actually going for my stamping, which makes a nice change. So at the top I've stamped today's story and hanging out, and then on the bottom I've stamped on record, which are both from Citrus Twist kits. I did pull this label stamp from Felicity Jane, however I could not get that label to look straight by the time I put it on the stamp block, so I did sort of give up with that one and went through to have a look through some of the die cuts and found this one that says duly noted, which worked really well. And the idea from this one started off as I've got a big 6x12, let's use these big letters, and I did mess about a lot trying to find the words that worked, but I love the way that using the different pockets allows me to do that, so I can use the big embellishments as well as the small ones, because in effect I'm doing a mini layout. I did pull in those Pinkfresh copper letters that were used in my last spread, and that's just to spell kinder, because me and my second eldest daughter were in Australia at this time, and it was my nephew's first day at kinder while we were there, so we got to take him there and see him in the door, and he absolutely loved it, which was good. It's coming to the end of our visit in Australia, but there's still plenty more pictures to be had for a little while yet. So I did then do my stitching, so I've got a few little embellishments on there and I decided to stitch. So my main stitching elements are through the word shoulder riding. I did stitch all the way through those acetate letters to make sure that they're not going anywhere. I also stitched down the label that I put just above Kinder, and then I stitched underneath the duly noted on the sign. Now I started to put my journaling in, so I've popped them on the little label down the side of the other photo, and then I went to do this at the bottom, and I wasn't happy with the way my journaling ended up laying and just the way the words got spelt out, so I will end up doing a fix for that shortly. But in the meantime I am going to go round, as I always do, in black pen around each of them, and then have a little bit of a mess about with a couple more little bits of embellishment. So I've used quite a few puffy stickers on this one. I've got a little green one saying everything and more, which I put above the picture of us at the shops, and then the red circle sticker saying planning, and on my desk worked wonderful with this picture of my eldest's desk at uni, and I used a couple of staples just to hold those in place, as well as at the bottom I used the shield with all my heart and a couple of little leaves because they were cute and because they brought the colours in, so why not. Also at the top of the big 6x12 I've got a little LOL and some little dots, and I will in turn add some stars on there as well, just to bring the red in across the board. So for my journaling I did decide that on the big 6x12 to do that printed, just because that would finish off that page a lot nicer, and then in turn I also cut out the journaling for the rest so that I could cover up that bit at the bottom. I just didn't like the way it sat, and add a couple more puffy stickers in on those. But the long and the short, the shoulder riding story is while out shopping, my niece wanted a shoulder ride just like her brother. However, partway through, she also decided she wanted to give her brother a hug, which nearly took my sister over with her. But to support his wife, my brother-in-law ended up giving her a hug too. So they all hugged the way down and I took pictures at the back. But there we go. That is my pretty quick spread for this last week in January. But I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy the close-ups and I'll speak to you all again soon.